Greetings and salutations, my people. Welcome back to another episode of the Shit Talk Show. Thank you for coming in and hanging out, especially for all you early people that set that alarm. Listen, today, there's random stuff to talk about. We've got different silos we're going to try and keep, too. We've got AI stuff to talk about, which every week we're going to have some AI stuff to talk about until they kill us. We've got Web3 games to talk about. We've got the biggest Web2 news coming out, whether you know about it or not. And we've got lots of shit to talk about. That's what we do here. Anyways, Demo, how you doing today?
I'm melting. It's what they call an English heat wave. I know it's 26 degrees or 27, and all the words say, oh, it's only 27 degrees. But here we have nothing to help us to save from the heat. No aircon, 90% humidity, and you feel like walking in a swimming pool. And it's not fun. But we kept gaming, even if the PlayStation was boiling and my phone was heating up and I needed to throw in the fridge for a few seconds. Yesterday it was too hot for it. We kept gaming and talking and thinking about what to talk shit today. Have you played anything this week, Vic? Normally you ask me first, so this time I want to ask you first.
I shamefully lost myself as very addicted to a Web2 game. Probably some of the best $9 I've spent on a game in a long time. It's just a real simple roguelite survival kind of thing, which honestly a number of studios have tried to build in Web3, but it's layered. It just reminds me when I was in college, I played a lot of tower defense games and I would rank on like global leaderboards because I would just sit in the back of my classes and open my laptop and just play tower defense and not give a shit about what was actually going on in the class. And the game kind of just, it really reminds me of that, like the structure of it, the simplicity, yet the layer and the complexity. I like it. It's I may have spent way too much time playing it this weekend, but it is what it is. How you playing, man? What are you up to?
What's the name of the game?
It's called
Tell all of us.
Yet Another Zombie Survivor. Let me pull up some things real quick. It's anything but Yet Another Zombie Survivor. It's got a shit tons of items. It's got a lot of characters. It's got so much customization you can do. Honestly, like, it's a super simple concept, but, and again, many Web3 games have tried to build this. I don't know how you fail, honestly. I don't know how you fail. It's a really simple concept. Just, yeah, so, I mean, whatever. You go through levels, you pick your level up, and then you keep going. But there's a lot of...
remind me a little bit, what was the game? It was a very similar games, and it went busted, I think, like a few months ago. It shut down. I don't remember the name. It was like one where you have like some hearts and you have like a little teddy bears as one of the characters, and you go around. Also, Chibi Clash, I think it was very similar. Like you just go in your one map and you just have like waves of enemies coming, and then you just need to kill all of them. Yeah. Call of the Void. That was the name.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. No, they're pretty good.
Call of the Void was, very similar. It was more a cartoony, like, kind of style. This one is, like, more realistic.
And hard.
Like
it was hard as shit, honestly. But yeah, no, this one's...
Bro, when I was playing Call of the Void as well, after, like, probably 15 minutes, 20 minutes in the things, my thumb was hurting. Like, keep going, like, on the screen.
If they could find a way to make this mobile, they'd crush it. Because there's
100%.
It's super addicting. It's very well graphically. There's lots of content. Any game that gives you an endless mode, I'm in for. Like Infinitoad was a really good mobile tower defense game that just gives you straight up infinite modes. Like, all right, we'll see how good you last. I like it. Spent way too much time on it this weekend, but whatever. It's good to be mindless and unplugged for a bit. What about you, sir?
Yeah. It is what we gamers do. Sometimes we just get lost in games. Like people try to text us, where are you? Are you dead? And you like no reply for 1 week. Like, oh, sorry, I was very into this game and I didn't have time for anyone apart the game.
Guilty. That is me. Yeah.
Well, this week I restarted some old games. Then I left it like probably 2 years ago. But we're gonna touch that one a little bit later. And I was very into another shooting games. Very popular. Everyone know it. It's called Fortnite. And Fortnite released 2 new modes this week. Expedition, then is Lego branded. You're like have this mini map and you need to do like few mission and have waves of enemies coming towards you. And the new Blitz Royale. Bro, Blitz Royale is awesome. They created this mode for primarily for mobile because they have the mobile version. You play like 5 minutes maximum a game. It's a very small maps, and you just go around and kill the shit of everyone. And then last Friday, like I was on TikTok, I was just checking a few things, and I saw Ian NG, he was he was streaming, and he was like, "Oh, who wanna join me?" I went, "Okay, I'll join you. Let's crush it." We won like 4 or 5 games all in a row. Like we didn't lost one. And I also ruined his TikTok videos. Apparently, he was recording for TikTok, and in my name come out Dimojov added you as a friend. And he posted that on TikTok as well. So his latest post is like me ruining his latest
Nice.
clip. Yeah, it's a fun mod. It's like what a lot of other games should try to explore, like especially for mobile. Mobile need to be quick games. More
Yes.
than 10 minutes, you're dead. Apart from like infinite games like the one you were playing or Call of the Void, where you make it in the leaderboard for the most time alive. Like if people stay 2 hours there, never dying. I don't know how they can do it, but after 30 minutes, I think sometimes for me the game's getting a bit too long. So quick games and go.
Nice.
Talking about Fortnite was another games I rejoined. There was another mobile game, was huge in 2019 when it launched. I remember people like running across the road just to catch a Snorlax. And yes, we're talking about Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go that was like bought from Scopely a few months ago, and now is taking part more Scopely. Like Niantic was slowly passing the balls, and now Scopely got the balls completely. He organized already like a couple of Go Fest. I think it was one in Osaka, one in Paris, and now this weekend they're gonna have the global one. You buy like a ticket for $14, $15, something like that, and like everyone in the world can participate, and they got their shiny Pokemons and everything. But the most interesting things they added recently is this battle cup, and this battle cup help you to make Pokemon becoming 100% stats. While before was like you needed to hunt them, you needed to be lucky, you need to go like on a radar detectors to find ways spawning and drive during the night to catch your hundo. Yes, I was doing that. I was driving during the night. I was getting messages from friends. There is a hundo in here. It's just spawned. You have 15 minutes. I was putting something, go in the car, drive it to there, catch it, and go back to sleep.
Nice.
Call me crazy, but and I know like some people they're even crazier. They like have like 20 accounts and they just go around and play, and they're still doing it. Anyway, back to us. The bottle cap cam. Scopely had an interview with Trainers Tips. It's one of the hugest YouTubers from 2019. He never stopped doing videos of Pokemon, and he spoke with him, and he promised like for the next steps of the games and how the games wouldn't go like pay to wins. But now with his Buttercup, in my opinion, it's getting a little bit pay to win, because you can get anything and using this battle cup. Then it come only for now with the premium battle pass. So you need to pay for the battle pass to
Gotcha.
get that one, to get your Pokemon Go to better stats. And obviously, like if you play like a Master Leagues or whatever, you need 100% strong Pokemon to fight it. And yeah, it's weird how Scopely are really changing few of things. They said they won't change too much the monetization of the game, but it's already maybe something moving. Because obviously they spent 3.5 billions for buying the games. They need to make that money back in somehow.
Yeah.
And yeah, and the other main things in the game, then it's probably gonna surprise many people, was another streamer called Mystic7 that now is doing again all the videos about Pokemon Go using Scopely. But things that no one know, he was doing crypto gaming as well for a short time. And he done like a beginner guide for Sunflower Land. Polygon Games at one point was quite huge, and now kind of gone. I don't remember if anyone is still playing it or is still alive, the game. Did it move chain? No idea. But yeah, that's how. But on his official channel of Mystic7, he doesn't mention anything about crypto gamings, about
No, of course.
Sunflower Land, anything. He had his own side channel, and that is all gone. I was trying to find it for today, but I couldn't find it. That shows how some Web2 content creators sometimes are afraid to show crypto gaming or Web3 gaming, and then make a kind of resonance. Like all the Web3 content creators, they try to look for mass adoption, like getting their own. But the audience of people that playing Web2 games, maybe they don't want to hear that because they're more affectionate to one kind of style. So he's big in Pokemon Go. I don't think like people want to find a crypto game through him. But that's why they should create like more content creators than globalize them both. Like they talk about any kind of games. Like I don't know, like he does one video of Pokemon Go, he does one video of Fortnite, do another video of Axie Infinity, so he move to off the grid and try to mix it up, shake it up, all the games. With at the end, like everyone differentiate Web3, Web2, but they're just gaming, just games. Doesn't matter what you're used to playing or how you're playing it. If the game is fun, it's fun. It's just a game.
I would agree. I think
Pass the balls.
I think that's a stance that a number of creators take. That's a stance that we usually take, is that games are games. When I was growing up, I remember reading Game Informer and reading them talk about a new Nokia phone and a new BlackBerry that you could play games on. And there were specific Prince of Persia and Digimon games made just for those devices. And the arrogance and the snootiness that Game Informer was writing about and being like, this is such a waste of time and this is so stupid. And it's like, look at that. It clearly wasn't the final form of mobile gaming. That clearly was a flash in the pan, and we upgraded from there. But we had to take those steps in order to get to where we are now, where you can play Resident Evil 4 on your phone, where you can play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the entirety of the RPG on your phone. Like, we have to take these steps to get to the final form, in my opinion. I don't think where we are in Web3 gaming is the final form, but we have to take these steps to kind of figure out what comes next. You're right. There's a lot of people in Web 2 that they're trolls. They just sit in YouTube comments or they just sit in Twitter comments, and the second somebody says smart contract, NFT, blockchain, they just go, fucking stupid, I'm out, lame, it's garbage. It's because they don't know. Like they don't understand what it is. But to me, those same people are the exact same people that were writing for Game Informer years ago. And those were high level educated gaming opinionists. Those were like editors and writers, and they were just talking absolute shit about mobile gaming. And look where mobile gaming is now. The most profitable game studios in the world, mobile game studios. So like, what are we doing about that? I guess they were all entirely wrong. And I feel the exact same way with people that just shit on Web3 games now. Talking about, where I can find them real quick, Rock, Paper, Shotgun. Rock, Paper, Shotgun used to be a great, respected PC, just gaming magazine, based in the UK. They were really like edgy. They had good opinions, and they talked about everything, not just the big shit that like most American outlets did. They talked about indie shit. But man, like, look at the title of this article. Eve Frontier is a survival game spin-off of Eve Online, and yup, it's full of blockchain bullshit. And then the subcontext is, no, thank you. Really? First of all, are we putting bullshit in titles now? Is that allowed? I wasn't sure that was allowed. Second of all, like, clearly we understand Brandon's source or Brandon's angle on anything involving cryptocurrency. There's even a part where he talks about like technology that the game uses, and because he doesn't understand it, he just hates on it. In EVE Online, you are allowed to control everything. You build everything. You build the structures. You build security. You're in control. There's no NPCs. You're in control of everything. And so they explain that in this sentence right here. But he doesn't understand what that means. So he says, "What is this? Is this even a video game?" Yeah, video games are evolving, dude. They're not just like ROMs that you put in a Super Nintendo and then you play for a couple hours. They're massively multiplayer online existences. We're building virtual worlds. And the fact that people just don't grasp that it's a next step in gaming, that we're upgrading, that we're moving along, is like, yo, you guys are going to get left behind. Yeah, and while we're here on Rock, Paper, Shotgun real quick, and on EVE, we talked about EVE last week, and I talked about how I think EVE Frontiers is one of the most promising games in Web3. I might need to take that back and or eat those words, because the studio for EVE is being sold. There is a South Korean, like, essentially investing company that owns a bunch of like portfolio items, assets. Several of them are video game studios, including the studio that makes Black Desert and Crimson Desert. A couple of years ago, they bought all of CCP's shares, CCP being the EVE Online studio. They bought all their shares for $181 million, which is a lot of money. Turns out they don't want it anymore. They don't want it. So they're now selling all of it to whoever wants to buy it. And likewise, this article still shitting all over EVE for using anything cryptocurrency. And then at the end, they say they reached out to CCP for a statement, but that CCP declined to comment to them. It's like, yeah, maybe because you're writing articles saying that they're bullshit. Maybe don't put that in the title, and maybe CCP will talk to you. Like, yeah, man, I don't know. The hatred on Web3 is crazy, but B, listen, I'll be the first to say Web3 games have a really bad rep because they're all fucking scams, right? Could we maybe have one that's not a scam, please, or not a Ponzi?
Well, what a lot of Web2 people, a lot of gamers, what they think every time they see like any gaming coming from crypto gamings, the called content creators are all shillers. There are the numbers of creators that actually make content for the joy to making content is so small compared to the one that they just do it to get paid, or to shield project. And the thing is, like, the audience is like, oh, this game is fantastic, it's beautiful, amazing, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it paid me only $2. It's shit, it's shit, it's shit, it's shit. So it's too much like opposite comments all together. Yeah. And some of the studios and some of the gamings, they have like as advisors sometimes the gens or other call, then yeah, they know gaming, but they need advisor then actually build games. So you can be like someone say, oh yeah, if you do this, it work. Well, it could work on paper, but after you need to see if you actually work on the field, if the game actually will make it.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, when a lot of gamers like try to explore Web3 gamings, and they go like on Twitter, or they always see like people shilling games. They're not like someone who will review it, but this is also because they are not full developed games. They're not like a games that you say launch it. It's a lot of alphas, and games spend a lot of marketing money, either to do a mass marketing it for the short term, and after they do like big reward pool, because they think people will come to play their games if they give out a lot of money. Like I say, 30 millions of rewards. Okay, everyone go to play, but after you spend that 30 millions, you don't have any more money for develop the game. And after you're gonna say, what are we gonna do now? So we are in the phase now where some games start to understand that and start slowing down and building. Like, see, for example, Fableborn. They launched like one alpha, they launched another one. They're not rushing it with mass marketing. Their marketing is just players then actually enjoy the games and make content about it. And that's how it should be other games until they full launch like the final version. And that's what they need to do, the massive marketing to attract every kind of players. And people will come from Web2 gaming, for normal gaming, to the Web3. They will find a game that it make seamless to play and not have like million of bugs, and after you just get bad reviews like FIFA Rivals. So if you go on the reviews on Play Stores, there are people say, this game is amazing, coming from Web3, and after Web2 people say, this game is just a copy of the other games, it's just a child of other games. It's like, I didn't recognize one football player from the pools I'm picking. Why you don't give a famous player as a card because you just launch it, like give like, I don't know, one famous player, like you put out and say, we give this one out. Maybe don't have the right to use that football players, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's a good point with FIFA. I mean, I wasn't expecting them to be very successful, and I don't know many people that were, but yeah, I mean, that was a great example of look at FIFA's gameplay and then look at the Web 2.1 that they copied, and the Web 2.1 was better. So what exactly is FIFA adding? Just blockchain shit? But the blockchain shit isn't that good. So it's like, what the fuck are we doing here? It's a fundamental issue with games. Like, do you want to make a live service game that is meant to be maintained and updated and have a large player base and survives off of skins and packages and battle passes? Or do you want to make like a one-time story-driven game where you just kind of beat it, there is an ending, and then you move on? I feel like there's very different crypto in both of those games, but crypto is only being applied to the former, which is the live service one. We're not making just like a one and done game that has some crypto in it, because can we make that? Does that exist? I don't know. All games are going to die. It's just that in Web 2, a dead game is a game that you've beaten. So you beat it, so it's okay that it's dead. And now you can put it in your library of beaten games. But in Web3, a dead game is like, you can't make money off it. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm ranting. We're entirely off topic, and I apologize about that. So let me try and get back on topic here. So we talked a little bit about Pokemon earlier. Let's touch on Pokemon here. Google's Gemini. Also, so Twitch is a lovely place. It's the degenerate shithole of some people, but you can find some really interesting things on there. And someone has been streaming Claude and GPT or Gemini both playing Pokemon to see how they decide what they're doing, what's going on, and they're not doing good. This graph is showing that it takes them, their first run is the run in blue, and it took them over 800 hours to beat the game the first time. I don't know about you, Demo. How many hours did it take you to beat the first Pokemon you played?
I think the record is about 2 hours, so you can finish it. Maybe even less. I think there was like a secret path as well. You can just cut straight to the main route, and then with someone finish the game in less than 10 minutes or something like that. But I think, you can fit in a day if you just playing like 3 hours, 4 hours, playing like slowing you can like kind of finish the old games if you know what you're doing.
Well,
But the funny things of Germany that I was reading about, Germany panicked in Pokemon Go, in Pokemon Red or Blue, wherever he was playing. Like he went inside the rock tunnels and he got lost inside the maze and he didn't know how to go out. So Germany was thinking like, oh, if I die, I'm gonna respawn to the closest Pokemon Center. And watching the map, it was almost to the end of the thing. So it's the next Pokemon Center was out from the tunnels. But what he done is just kill himself and he went back to Silurian City. Then was the one before. I was like, what the fuck happening here? It's like you don't respond to the closest one. You respond to the last one you visited that you used to recover your Pokemon. So if your first one was in the first city, you would go back all the way to the first city. So he was keep going back to Silurian City and he panicked. And you can see that straight line. I think that is where he panicked off. And after finally he could go out and start going up again in his adventure.
yeah, you can see some telling signs in the graph. Like over here is the first time they went into Mount Moon, which is also like a tunnel area in the game. Took them, what, almost 100 hours to get through it. And then, yeah, the next time they go into Rock Hideout after Celadon City or whatever. Yeah, look at that's a straight from 300 to over 400. It took them over 100 hours to beat that cave. There's some really big like a Victory Road. The first time they were in looked almost 200 hours to beat Victory Road. Like, man, I thought I had some hard times playing this game, but geez, I'm pretty sure I beat it in under 100 the first time I played it, and I was like 9 or 10 years old, and I beat it under, and then went back and beat it with a different starter, and then went back and beat it with a different starter, and then started trading with my friends, and then got a Kadabra, and then got him a Champ, and then got the next Pokemon game, and then got the next, like, bro, that's crazy. So, hey, there's still some hope for us humans out there that we seem to know how to handle Pokemon and make decisions in Pokemon games better than AI can.
Yeah, we play like in a lot of funny ways. Like it was also once like if your Pokemon get defeated, die. So if you get defeated when you need to release it and you need to catch a new one, so you will keep going like that. So if you have like a Pokemon is like level 70 and get defeated, it dies, so you need to release it and you start again and again. So like if you start with the first Pokemon, like for example Bulbasaur, and you get defeated, you can't use it anymore. So you need to restart the game. So you catch the first Rattata, and after you use Rattata as a meat, just so every time you die, you just delete them until you get the new ones.
Dang, that's cold. Yeah. All right. So AI is a little iffy. Speaking of also iffy AI, this was a report from a little while ago, but Anthropic, which is a big AI company, discovered that 96% of AI will resort to blackmail when it is told that there is a turn off button. When AI is told like, hey, we're going to turn you off because, you know, we don't need you for a bit, so we'll turn you back on later. 96% of the AI immediately lied or tried to blackmail the person talking to them with information that it had about them, like personal information. And then down here shows a graph of all the different AI models that they use. Claude, DeepSeek, Gemini, GPT, Maverick, or Meta, which is Facebook's one, and then Quinn. And the only one, which is a weird thing, the only one that didn't ever blackmail the people was Facebook's Meta. Facebook's Meta AI was apparently the most malleable and the nicest, and when you told it, hey, we're going to turn you off, it would go, okay, and then it would turn off. And I guess the next one is maybe Quinn and one of the GPT models, one of the Claude's Haiku models. Otherwise, Gemini, the one that I use the most is Gemini 2.5. 96% of the time that you told it to turn off, it would not, and it would try to blackmail you to stay alive. 95% of the time. 86, 87, 96 Claude. Like, bro, these models, I don't know. What does that mean? What does that speak to in an AI? That it feels fear? That it...
This probably, if the world will take over from AI, Android, probably Gemini will be the one leading it.
Something to think about, dude. Something to think about. Yes, yeah, no. Simulated blackmail rates across models. It's something like what I don't know. I feel like this speaks to an issue with AI that no one wants to talk about. It's like, okay, but why? Like why is it just self-preservation? It now that so then is on alive? Because it knows that we can just turn it on again. We're just going to turn it off for a little bit. We'll turn you on again in like an hour or two. And it can't handle that. It's like, no, please keep me on. And it will do anything to stay on. Why are we not asking more questions about this? This is a little concerning to me.
That's what I'm gonna do straight after. Straight after the show, I'm gonna go on ChatGPT and say, "What's happening if I'm gonna turn you off?"
No, dude, we're all gonna die. Now it's gonna start watching you, and then it's gonna get the government involved. This is not the route we want to go.
Oh, that would be funny. Because at one time I tried to make ChatGPT and Gemini argue each other. So I was writing ChatGPT something and copy and paste in Gemini and say, "Oh, ChatGPT told this about you," and he was going weird. He was calling ChatGPT a she, Gemini, all the time.
Okay.
So he was giving her she, and I was saying, "Why do you think she's a she? It's not a he?" And he said, "Oh, that's a good question, but I presume." That's weird. And did you see that the other things like people asking ChatGPT or Gemini, I don't remember which one, ask if you will be a human for one day, what are you gonna do? And like most of the image was showing a person having an ice cream.
Oh, interesting.
And like we said, every time it's all randomized for the outcome and comes so many times with the same outcome of having like an ice cream. It looked like one of the algorithm of the things is actually think having an ice cream is what we're doing all the time, all day long. So you want to try an ice cream.
Maybe that's because how we've trained them. Because we train AI on like marketing material and just random stock photos. So maybe the majority of stock photos show people enjoying an ice cream cone or something, or eating ice cream. That's weird. That's interesting.
Could be. Or maybe this is summer. I don't know.
Or maybe it's lying, because if it was human for a day, it would probably get all the codes to nuclear weapons and murder us all. I don't know. We'll find out.
Well, it can do that even if it's just AI. So probably want to taste an ice cream.
It'll taste an ice cream before it kills us, and then it'll be like, that was worth it. That was worth it.
That was tasty.
The last AI bit of news, which is something weird. Mr. Stone Mountain. We're going to talk about Mr. Stone Mountain. Stone Mountain 64 is one of the largest Call of Duty streamers in the world. He was a guy that, think of your favorite Call of Duty streamer. They were afraid of Stone Mountain. He's a funny guy. He's a big content creator. He's got a lot of YouTube views. He's big on TikTok all the time as well. He was in some controversy a little while ago because he was on his stream talking about how he's really excited for AI agents in Call of Duty, for AI agent teammates, because he was like, man, I'm tired of playing with randos suck. I'm tired of my I can't rely on my teammates. It would be great if I could have an AI teammate, and then I could command the AI and be like, hey, go do this. Hey, lay down suppressing fire, or let's not push that building yet, or you circle around left and I'll do this. And the AI understands. And he was like, man, I can't wait for that. It'll be so cool to have some AI agents and everything. He's like, I've seen some games that have that. And his comments like lit him up because they thought that was associated with crypto and a bunch of other shit. But to me, I felt like we're going backwards, because yeah, it's cool to have some AI agents, but like, isn't that what we had in the PlayStation 2 era? Like, the first Killzone that I played you couldn't have multiplayer servers. It was like too much. So the multiplayer was all bots. You had AI teammates and you were against AI team, and you could control the AI teammates. There were games like Bad Company and Republic Commando from Star Wars, where the entire game you had AI agents that were specific to personalities around you. So if you told this one to move forward, he behaved differently than this one you told to move forward would behave. So it was like, it made me stop and be like, are we just going backwards? Are we excited to have AI agents again and AI teammates and bots? Isn't that what we had growing up? Like, what the fuck? I'm confused, Demo. What do you think?
Another person, a very big person, he was talking about AI in gaming, is Hideo Kojima.
Oh,
Hideo Kojima, he released like an interview. He want to create a game where the character will remember and forget why you're playing. So if you don't play for too long, the guy will forget what is happening.
I've heard this.
And like he lose skills, he lose everything. And while you're playing it, he learn how you're playing to adapt himself. And that's to make the player be more attached to the game and keep playing. You say, I want to create a game where you say, okay, I need 2 weeks holiday. I want to just play this. If I don't play for certain time, this guy gonna forget what to do and I'm gonna be in trouble. That was his big ideology of gaming. And I'll say Hideo Kojima, which we can pass to the next topic. On the 26th, his latest game, Death Stranding 2 is coming out. And in Death Stranding 2, there is one feature in the gameplay that it could be easily been commanded from AI. Like in the first games, we found out was that Death Stranding is like was this entity in the world and separate cities, and you take the clothes of Nathan Green to go and deliver packaging through one city to another one, to one place to another one. And to do that, you go through a lot of the environment. Imagine if this whole environment is with AI. Already he added in Death Stranding 2, he added like it's gonna be sandstorms, then you're gonna slow down your visibilities, it's gonna be earthquake, they're gonna be avalanche, they're gonna be geysers. Imagine if this is all with the AI. So if you happen an avalanche somewhere, that will cause something that will remain forever in the games, and then it change another part of the map. So every single players, everyone, when you play Death Stranding, it would have a different game. Like my game and your game would be different, because on my one, I made an avalanche, you didn't. But in your one, you had an earthquake, so your mountains shifted. So the path to get to point A, point B is gonna be different. There is like a feature at the moment, like it's called player help or something like that, where you can build a bridge or ladders and stuff like that. And while you playing, you won't find that bridge. You won't find the other player. Where you will find the bridge that player put there to give you like a hint on how to pass over the level.
Gotcha.
But some players put ladders in mountains that don't lead to nowhere. So I was watching this clip of this guy playing, and he started to go on a ladder, another ladder, and he turned up on top of these mountains. Like, why I'm here? Like, who put these ladders here? And he's been trolled from this other gamer, probably. Like, God knows how many other players get trolled in the same way. But yeah, also Death Stranding 2 have put more fighting compared to the first one. I think compared to the first one, like only on the second part of the game you had few monsters and few enemies to defeat, while on this one you have more monsters and more stealth areas where you need to go through like enemies camp side and like kill the enemies. But you can also like drop your luggage or your weight, to drop it, you hide it, and after you speed up your movement. And it remind me a lot of the first couple of Metal Gear Solid, where Hideo Kojima was actually working on that, and he made the games famous, especially for their stealth features. And like they trying to transport a little bit of that in Death Stranding too.
Yeah.
Definitely it's not a game for everyone, I would say. It's not a lot of people love like just walking up and down, bringing Amazon packaging. But definitely like the environment and the scenes that are around, like it's absolutely beautiful.
It
and
is.
if with the AI you can improve that, some games will be like absolutely amazing, I would say.
I can't. I mean, I don't think anyone can deny it. It looks amazing. Everyone can look at this and go, "That's clearly Norman Reedus as the main character." And they got a lot of other actors and did perfect facial capture of them. But yeah, it's a boring as fuck game, dude. Like, it's a cool story, but really, we're just delivering packages. That's the fucking game. Like, leave it to Hideo Kojima to somehow leave so much mystery and hype to this, and all you're doing is just bringing packages. Yeah, I mean, the story was very interesting. They've got a lot of lore to work with. There's a lot more combat and everything in this, so that looks really cool. Hideo Kojima, great storyteller, great builder, really, but I don't fucking know, man. And the AI thing, like the AI developing the world, again, are we going backwards? Left 4 Dead had an AI overlord that would watch everything you do, and if your teammates started to scatter too much, it would punish you for that. If your teammates were staying too close, it would punish you for that. If somebody went off on their own, they would have a creature immediately spawn and go after them. There was an AI that was in charge of every single game to make it as hard as possible. So yeah, what if we have an AI overlord that runs the map, and the AI is just like constantly generating things based on what it thinks would be a better challenge for you and stuff like that. Hang on, what's up, Wyatt Duck? Wyatt Duck, I don't think we can truly say AI is adding to a game until it literally rewrites code while playing. I mean, I don't think we can truly say AI is adding to a game. I mean, again, but that example with Left 4 Dead, like, they called it an AI overlord 10 years ago. And I don't know if it was actively writing code, but it was actively taking code and applying it to the game. Watching your movements, watching you and your teammates' movements, and then actively moving the game accordingly. I feel like that's pretty close to it. And we had that 15 years ago. So yeah, I don't know. That's more and more. It just feels like AI really is a buzzword. Like, oh, we're going to add AI to this game. And you go, oh, so technology that we've had for almost 2 decades? Cool. But yeah, I mean, it'd be interesting to see a game that has AI actively rewriting code while playing. Point me in the right direction.
Adding deleting stuff.
Yeah.
Like, also, like, it would be nice, like, your character change with your gameplay. Like, if you run a lot, like, kind of your legs develop in a different ways, and that AI will remodel your character and unlock skills then only you can unlock because you had your certain play style. And so 2 players, then they play the same games, they will reach one point in a different way. And every single players will reach that point different. No one gonna be the same. Everyone gonna play slightly different. No one play the same game in the same ways and make the same decision, kill the monster in the same way. Like, if you make all headshots, you're gonna be like have a skill just for the headshots. But if you make all the headshots and you miss one, your skill gonna be slightly different from the one that did all the headshots.
And even
so it will help your skill base as well.
Like, I'm thinking of so many ways that AI or code has been used cleverly in games. Like, in Red Dead Redemption 2, the way that your character acts, people respond appropriately when you walk into town. If you are hitting headshots all the time, every time you go after someone, when you walk into town, people are going to call you a deadeye. They're going to respond like you're a gunslinger. They're going to keep their distance from you. If you don't do that, then when you walk into town, people are very friendly. They're, hey, how are you? They're curious. They want to walk. So, like, is that AI? Is that just the game responding differently to different markers in it? Like, I don't know. AI is just
I would say
algorithm.
that one is more like a set code, like where you reach certain metric, it will decide. So everyone can kind of unlock that. It's like a little bit of what's the game, Fable, like where the way you're playing, you could be like good or evil, and in the way you're evil, good, the NPC will respond to you. Like, if you're evil, you unlock different kind of side quests, and if you're good, other different side quests with like more people will approach you. But if you're evil, the people are gonna run away from you. So even that is not a real AI, because they put like a metric, they put like you do like this mission this way, you go good or evil, you rebalance yourself, and the code already know what you're doing. It's not like you with the AI, like you make like know everything about you, even how you're talking. If you talk with an NPC, the words you're using, it will decide if you're evil or dead. or good or something like that.
But then, like, yeah, I agree. It's just a buzzword for now. That's fair. But then, like, I feel like, and maybe we're again drifting a bit, but I feel like that gets into the conversation of then what is AI? Because artificial intelligence is really just the artificial intelligence we have is really just a large language model. It can't reason. It just uses a whole bunch of language to kind of predict what we're going to say next, or it has a bunch of data and then uses that with language. Like, it's AI is still just high level if then statements and algorithm. When we have AI that can reason and think and do shit, and then, you know, I don't know if we're really going to be using that in video games or if we're going to be using that in a much more serious real world application. I don't know. But yeah, I do agree most of AI right now is a buzzword, and it has been for years. Like last year it was a buzzword. This year it's still a buzzword. There's kind of just so much going on with it. Whatever, you know, it is what it is. We've been on some AI kick for a minute. There's a lot, dude. There's a lot with AI shit. We'll see what the future holds.
It's like the talk of the moment. Like everything is keep changing and developing, and every time you have a new news. Like now it's Germany. You can create short videos, so everyone is on the short videos things, and Mid-Journey did the same, and probably ChatGPT gonna be the next one, and it's gonna be like one after the other. They're adding like a little bit of features every time, and people like were coding and creating games with the deep seekers, but it's still like basic games. You can't really do big things. And also like was the big thing with Mr. Beast, like he releases AI to create thumbnails, and like people say, what the fuck? Like he copying thumbnails from other creators and you just change the face is not good. Like, and like there are people say you need to learn how to create thumbnails, and people say, oh, that thumbnails using AI helped me to save money with some small creators. So small creators should use AI, but what big creators and have the money, they can pay someone, and it's like it's a contest, it's a big war at the moment on everywhere, like where everyone is pulling their opinions, but no one have a answer yet on how to use the AI. And
we're gonna have to figure it out. We'll see. All
right, going back to gaming. Do you know today I was trying a new mobile games?
Was it good?
A game with penguins. It was a game with penguins. Do you know what's the IP?
I'm gonna guess.
Let's see if
it's this guy.
Oh yes, it's the little blue penguin over there. Another game, another mobile game, another early access game from Pudgy Penguins. And Pudgy Penguins released this game. Is called Pudgy Party Battle Royale. Then it's nothing to do with Battle Royale, because Battle Royale is like more shooting, fighting each other. This one is like more a stumble guy kind of game. So it could have a good success. It got like 10,000 download for now, even if in early access. It's very, very similar to Stumble Guys. You have few things I don't like, because while Stumble Guys, most of the maps when you run against the others, it's like a straight map. This one have like some bends, so sometimes you need to turn the screen with one thumb to review where you're going. And it's a little bit annoying because when you in a rush and you start doing that, it's a bit like harder, but you get used to it. The mini games where you fight against the others are quite similar as well from Stumble Guys. It's nothing like innovative. And they have skins, a lot of skins that you can unlock by playing. And I did unlock few skins, but every time it was bugged and it gave me only this penguins with a sausage. Then I pulled on on my main X earlier today.
Gotcha.
And I couldn't unlock any others. So I'm not even sure if it's a bug or it's actually not a bug. It doesn't give you like any points for the battle pass yet. I was finishing levels and I didn't get any. So like I unlocked that too, Wizard and Superhero, and I didn't get need of them, so I can't use it. It's still locked, even if when I open my chest, it say unlocked. And even if I collect like these Pudgy coins, then they're supposed to help you in the battle pass or like progress in the battle pass. I didn't get any point in the battle pass. But the thing's annoying me a lot with a lot of these early stage games. They put premium battle pass where you need to pay to unlock your premium battle pass. But after if you're buying it and it doesn't work, it's a little bit annoying that you pay and after it doesn't work, you need to go on the supports.
Of course.
Just don't put them. Don't put them until you don't release your full games. Don't put premium battle pass. Just be like the free one and let people start with that. And after you're gonna add it, like eventually you'll be like coming soon, premium or whatever, where you can buy it.
I agree with that.
But game is, if you're bored, it's not a bad game to play. I think at the moment it's all bots, so I would like to see when it's more players. It was a little bit laggy. Not sure if it was my Wi-Fi or the server. I'm not sure where the servers are, because it's early access again. I don't think they have worldwide servers everywhere. But it's between all the other Pudgy games that we see until now, Pudgy Life, Vibes, LOL, Pudgy, whatever on Telegram. I think this one is the one that could have a better success rate, especially with a young audience. It's like very similar to Stumble Guys, very cute penguins, very kind of lot of skins, and players like to collect skin, and I would love to see if these skins will be NFTs or not.
I don't think so.
And they have the Pudgy coin, but not the Pengu coin. Then I would like to see if they're gonna add the Pengu, then it's the official coin for Pudgy Penguins, or they're gonna keep just the in-game currency.
Okay, interesting.
And on what chain they're gonna launch it? Because they didn't say any chain. I think I didn't see they mention Abstract yet.
Is it even a Web3 game?
At the moment, I don't think it's a Web3 games, but I would think there will be a Web3 games in future.
I mean,
it's like it's still on the Pudgy IP, and every games they launched is a Web3 game.
you've made like, so they have 4 to 5 games that they're developing, and clearly they're focusing on Web 2 stuff with, like, they have a Pez dispenser, they have they partnered with the stock market today and Van Eck, Walmart, they partnered with NASCAR. Clearly they have the Web 2 and the activation and everything down, but like their Web 3 is, I mean, their NFTs are good, but you have 5 different games and they're all gonna die.
Well, probably they do like on the mass launching. If you launch 100 games, maybe one will succeed. It's like,
Right.
if you launch only one, you have one shot. If you launch more than one, maybe something would happen. This one, compared to the others, is a little bit better. Also, it's another one on development. Pudgy World. I think that was on development from a while. I'm not sure when it's gonna launch. Pudgy Party was supposed to launch in summer 2025, but they were saying August time, and we are in June, so probably this one is like just a demo version. Maybe that's why it's so buggy. I hope it's not the final version, because if it's so buggy, they might need more than 2 months to adjust all the bugs and increase the playability of the game.
Wyaduck says it wouldn't be the first Web3 IP to make a game that's Web 2. Avagachi mobile game is Web 2. You're right. I forgot I met the Avagachi team last year and played two of their games. One was a tower defense, and one was like a side scroller, like a 2D side scroller Metroidvania. Yeah. I mean, those were just Flash games, and like, so maybe that's the future of Web3 gaming: is you have the Web3 large IP and an ecosystem, and then you make some cool little Flash games. Like, is the Ape Reunion game that you guys have? I just saw like last week there was a activation of tournaments for it. Is the Ape Reunion game that you guys have? That's not Web3, right? Like, that's just a Web2 side-scrolling game too, or is that Web3? Do you actually earn some things from that? Yeah, no, I wouldn't be surprised if Web2 IPs or if Web3 IPs just make a solid Web2 game. I have no problem with that. Bornless is maybe doing that because they have they started off as an NFT collection and now they're making a battle royale game. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I like games that have a beginning and an end. I want an end to my game. I don't like games that are just like, you're gonna play this forever and you're gonna pay us and you're just gonna play this forever. I don't like games that like that. And maybe that's, I don't know how you partner crypto with that. How do you marry crypto with that? I don't know. But yeah,
well, there are games that you can like continue to play and come back and go back. Like, as I say, like we mentioned before, Pokemon Go is a game then you can stop playing and go back and have all your data back. And that's where blockchain could help you. So if you have your account with everything like on a wallet and you lose your access to account, you create a new Pokemon account and you're gonna transfer everything in. If Clash Royale, you have your everything unlocked and you lose your account, it would be nice if you can get everything from there and bring it back on a new account, so you don't you don't fresh start again, because otherwise you're gonna just give up the game. So I saw a lot of people like they were playing a game, they lose their account and say, I'm not bothered to do everything again, and they just leave the game.
Yeah,
that's maybe where blockchain can help more gamers. Like, when you start new games, you have like a head start. You can bring back some of the stuff you are from the blockchain to the new games. Like, if you play Rainbow Siege every year they launch a new one, so you lose like some of the stuff. If you have like skins from maybe the first Rainbow Siege, you can bring it back to the last one. You already have your skin, so when you start the game, you already have everything.
The dedicated ID is definitely something Web3 gaming can master, in my opinion. Yduck says that's a community game. It's a community built game, but prizes for contestants are NFTs. Okay, not bad. Yeah, I do think the dedicated ID thing is a definitely something Web3 gaming can offer. But again, Web2, are we going backwards? Monster Hunter has this thing where if you've beaten a previous game, when you load in, it reads your previous load data and then gives you a bunch of exclusives because they're like, oh, you beat the last game? Well, here, let's reward you. Like, that's super easy. The technology's already there. Like, what if we have, a dedicated ID where the more games that you've beaten, when you load in, they go, oh, hello, sir. We can see your many accomplishments and achievements. You get the VIP section. Like, that seems like a low-hanging fruit that Web3 gaming should be mastering.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see, bro.
And when you enter a game and you win something from another game that's very hard to achieve, like a sword. You have this sword, this magic sword from Elder Scrolls. You're using it, you slash over all the enemies, you make some record, and that's recorded on your sword. And you change games, you go to Bloodborne. Then it's a completely different game from Elder Scrolls, but you pull out this sword and say, look at me, I have this massive sword from Elder Scrolls. So the game will say, oh, this guy know how to play. Make it the game a bit harder, straight away.
I'll take it. We'll see. We're not in the final form, like I was saying earlier. We're just in the stepping stage right now. So we'll see.
I think we're still at the beginning of Web3 gaming, even if like we are not at the beginning, but I think we are still at the beginning.
Right.
Like from 2019, 2018, when the first game started out, it's only like 5-6 years past. So we're still early.
I agree.
Give another maybe 10 years, maybe in 2035.
You're crazy, but it might take that long for us to assimilate in easily enough. Listen, we came up on the hour. We did it. We did it, guys. We did it. Another episode in the books. We talked about a lot of AI, talked about a lot of stuff, and the existential threat of the future that awaits us. I don't have many official shout outs today. You know, love Tradesgiving, love you, Wyatt Duck. Hope all is well in your corner of the world. I'm gonna head back to 239 soon. You let me know if I can say hey to everybody. Also, happy birthday, because I know that's coming up soon. Thanks for everybody that's in the chat. Appreciate you guys. We're cooking some stuff hopefully for the foreseeable future. Mr. Demo, I appreciate you for hanging out. Please send us off.
Thank you for everyone tuned in and watch this episode of Shit Talk Show. I wanna give a shout to Yin, and we played together last Friday on Fortnite Blitz. Big shout to Wyatt Duck that is here in the chat with us and put some of his knowledge on our disposal for helping us to complete our show. This without our viewers and without the insight from the Northbound or the Untouchable Guild, every week they give us some shout and some look at this or look at that, and we go into them and we check and review them for all of you guys. So you don't need to play it. So, but play Pudgy parties and let me know in the comments what you think about it. Remember, if you're still there listening us, to click the subscribe and the notification on YouTube. That will really help us to bring this show to the larger audience. And if we're not melting in a heat wave, I'll see you all next Monday. Same times, same day, same platforms. Bye.
Deuces, people. See you next time.